Hello and welcome to TopNotFlop. Streaming platforms will continue to delight series fans with more new releases each week. Today I'm going to talk about 10 new and interesting web series that have just recently premiered. You can already go and watch them now. So, let's start the video. True Lies. Harry Tasker lives a double life. He is an elite intelligence agent, but to his wife and children he is a computer consultant who is constantly absent from home and oblivious to his family obligations. His wife Helen is a foreign language professor, and she is constantly burdened with responsibilities. All she needs in life is thrills and adventure. After she learns Harry's secret, Helen also has to join him in saving the world. The series True Lies, inspired by the 1994 James Cameron action comedy film of the same name. The main difference between the TV project and the feature film will be more attention to the marriage of Harry and Helen and their interaction. The series available to watch on CBS. The Mandalorian, Season 3. The action takes the viewer 5 years after the fall of the Galactic Empire and tells the story of a silent mercenary who makes his living catching fugitive criminals in the most remote star systems. Tired of working for a pittance, he appeals to Griff Karg, leader of the Bounty Hunters Guild, to give him a difficult and high-paying assignment. The Mandalorian is sent to the desert planet of Arvala 7, where he must seek out an elusive target and confront other mercenaries who wish to outrun him. The third season is set after the events of the Book of Boba Fett when Din Djarin is reunited with Grogu and the two are sent to the planet Mandalore to restore Din Djarin's honor. The series available to watch on Disney+. School Spirits. In an ordinary school, paranormal phenomena take place. Students and teachers are faced with a real attack from a ghost. However, his behavior is non-aggressive, and there is so little interesting in the school that the boys are enthusiastic about the opportunity to diversify the educational everyday life. But while they can go anywhere after class, 16-year-old Maddie no longer has that option. She's been murdered, and instead of going to heaven, she's suddenly stuck in the world of the living. She's turned into a ghost and is tethered to Split River College with no chance to leave the building. But she doesn't get bored. She finds herself in the company of the same ghosts that have emerged from the people who have died within the walls of the institution over the past 100 years. They have lost the ability to communicate with the living. But Maddie, as a newcomer, still retains the skills to communicate with them, and she wants to find the killer. To do so, she will need the help of the students, and she tries to get it, using her newfound superpowers. But most of the students are frightened by the emergence of a translucent silhouette right out of the wall. To come to an agreement and start to act together, it will have to spend a lot of energy, and to overcome the invisible barrier between the worlds. The series available to watch on Paramount+. Daisy Jones and the Six. The miniseries tells the story of young singer Daisy Jones, who works with the rock band The Six. Independent Daisy and frontman Billy Dunn will be forced to confront their feelings for each other amid wild parties and cool concerts. And, in addition to Daisy's great success, intense love and crushing grief await. The musical series is based on the book of the same name by Taylor Jenkins Reid. The series is available to watch on Amazon Prime. Perry Mason, Season 2. The detective series follows the adventures of young lawyer Perry Mason. Events unfold in the 1930s in Los Angeles. The city, like the rest of the country, is recovering from the Great Depression. The main character still can't come to his senses after participating in the battles of World War I. Besides, he is gnawed by a divorce from his wife. To distract from unpleasant thoughts, the hero takes up the investigation of crimes. Meanwhile, a child is kidnapped in the city and Perry begins to unravel the case. The boy's mother is a member of a well-known Christian cult. One of the disciples of this religious congregation distrusts the police, who tend to handle cases rudely, missing small but important details. It is he who hires Perry to investigate this tangled story. The project is an adaptation of Earl Gardner's detective novels as well as a remake of the mid-20th century TV series of the same name. The series available to watch on HBOMAX. Accused. In front of viewers unfolds a poignant anthology that each new episode places viewers in a courtroom where one is faced with another trial. There is a judge, there is a prosecutor and a lawyer, and there is a defendant. The resolution of the case is not an easy process. The viewer knows nothing of the details of the crime, but is only gradually drawn into what is happening. Of course, each new detail adds its own spice to what is happening. The narrative is told from the perspective of the suspect accused. Viewers will learn in all the details of how a simple man, at first glance, could be in such an unpleasant situation. The series available to watch on Fox. The Blacklist, Season 10. Former secret agent Raymond Reddington has for years been regarded as the nation's #1 criminal, and his capture was a top priority for every Secret Service agency in the country. He recently showed up at FBI headquarters and surrendered under the pretext of cooperating with only one person, intern Elizabeth Keene. He instructed her to track down and stop international terrorist Ranko Zamani, who was plotting to kidnap General Daniel Riker's daughter. When the mission was successfully completed, the man presented the government agency with his personal black list of dangerous criminals, which he filled out over the past 20 years, and finally, with the help of a new partner, he could take on their elimination. The series available to watch on Prime Video and Apple TV+. Dragons, The Nine Realms, Season 5. The action takes place 1,300 years after the events described in the cartoon How to Tame a Dragon. Dragons are now just a legend to the modern world. Except now the dragons are only in fairy tales. When a comet pierces a deep crevasse, Dr. Lidia Cullerson travels to a remote research center, wanting to study the phenomenon. She takes with her unruly and adventurous teenage son Tom. On the spot, Tom gets to know the children of the other employees. The teenagers must do their homework and avoid the secret forbidden areas of the station. However, Tom has other plans. One day he notices something in a crevice and decides to go exploring. Suddenly the boy finds a dragon, which opens up a whole new world for him and his friends. The series available to watch on Hulu. The Law According to Lidia Poet. The plot unfolds around an attractive woman, Lidia Poet. The main character is extremely intelligent and educated. She dreams of becoming a lawyer and defending the rights of citizens in court. However, in the 1800s, such a career seems impossible for a woman. In the opinion of society, she should only deal with her family and children. Lidia Poet petitions to be admitted to the Register of Attorneys, but the officials refuse her. However, this does not stop the main character at all. She gets a job in a law firm, the owner of which is her relative. Enrico is confident that Lidia is quite able to cope with her new responsibilities, and the girl takes on investigations. Lidia Poet is Italy's first female lawyer. The series available to watch on Netflix. Ahsoka. Ahsoka is a sci-fi series that is part of the Star Wars franchise and a spin-off of the TV project The Mandalorian. The series will focus on a controversial Star Wars character. Ahsoka Tano went a hard way and visited not only on the side of good. She was trained by the illustrious Jedi at the same time as Anakin Skywalker. The young man became a mentor for the willful beauty and tried to tame her wild temper. He taught her many lessons and did not leave her in the hardest moments of her life. However, the time of separation had come. Ahsoka had a long journey ahead of her. She never forgot her comrade, but she pursued her own goals. The intrepid warrior had no desire to depend on anyone. She wandered the planet in order to calculate the exact location of Grand Admiral Thrawn. She also has to figure out what happened to Ezra after his sudden disappearance. She must win a confident victory over her old enemies and face new detractors. The courageous and self-assured traveler will have to overcome the enormous distance and rethink the deeds she did a little earlier. The series available to watch on Disney+. Thanks for watching this video and do subscribe my channel for new update.